Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the American Music Fan coming at you with part dos of my Beatles White Album review. I will be reviewing disc 2 this time, and I'm not going to focus on the packaging just because I already did that in part 1. If you haven't watched part 1, stop right here, go back, watch part 1. Hopefully part 1 is maybe underneath this video, or maybe you've already watched part 1 and this one was under that video. I hope so. If not, just go to my channel, click on More From, or whatever, and it'll be up there. I've reviewed Please Please Me through Magical Mystery Tour and the Beatles box set. So yeah, here we go. The Beatles White Album, Disc 2. Let's go, shall we? Okay, Disc 2 opens up with Birthday, which is a lot of people criticize this song, but I don't really see what the big problem with it is. It's that song that's like da 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 da. You say it's your birthday. I'm sorry, I butcher all the Beatles songs whenever I try to do that. But good song. It's really fun bass line actually. Kind of just a birthday song. Next we have Year Blues, which I always forget about Year Blues. I don't know why, but I always forget how it goes and what it's about and stuff. So I'm going to just kind of skip over that one. Next we have Mother Nature's Son, which is an excellent Paul McCartney song about a guy who just kind of likes just being out in the wild, singing a song under a tree with his guitar. Just loves being outside. Really good guitar work there. Then we have Everybody's Got Something to Hide But Me and My Monkey. This is a John Lennon song. Really fast-paced, high energy. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. It's good. It's really good. Whoa, dropping stuff here. Okay, so yeah, good song there. Then we have Sexy Sadie, which is about, I guess, a hot chick who fooled and bamboozled everybody into thinking she was something she isn't. Good piano work in that song, though. Then we have Paul McCartney's song Helter Skelter, which anyone who really knows anything, well, I'm sorry if you didn't know this or not, but I mean anyone who ever knows anything is that the Beatles have only preached peace and love, and that's all they did. I don't think they're Satanists. I don't think that they're bad. I don't think they were trying to do anything. But people sadly misinterpreted this song about a slide in England. Helter Skelter is, yes, a slide in England. And I think Paul just kind of threw the lyrics together because he wanted to write the loudest, hardest song in the world. And at that time, Helter Skelter probably was the hardest song in the world, probably. But it's a very rocky song about a slide in England. Sadly, some people took it the wrong way and a lot of bad things started happening. And I think this album started getting kind of a bad rep because of some of the things that happened because of it. Then we have Long, 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 which is a really good George song. Really good. Then we have Revolution Number 1, which is a good song. Now, Revolution, there's Revolution 1. Revolution was a single, which was a electric version of Revolution 1. Revolution 1 is an acoustic, well, I mean, there is electric guitar in it, but it's more acoustic and slow. It's basically about, like, you say you want a revolution, well, you know, we don't want to change the world. And if you want money for people with minds that hate, all I can tell you is, brother, you have to wait. Basically, it's kind of a protest song, really, if you think about it. Good song. I don't know which version I like better. I like them both about equal. They're both really good John songs. Next we have Honey Pie, which is a Paul song, another Paul ballad. Paul really lays the ballads on thick in this album. But then he throws some curveballs, like Back in the USSR, Birthday, and Helter Skelter especially. Honey Pie, You're Making Me Crazy. I'm in love, but I'm lazy, so won't you please come home? Pretty self-explanatory there. Guy's in love, but he's too lazy to act on it. So yeah. Don't do that! Okay. Then we have Savoy Truffle, which is good. I can't really remember a lot about it, but it's good. They have Cry Baby Cry, which, you know, the first couple times I listened to this, I wasn't too impressed by it. But now that I've listened to it a few more times, I started really getting it and understanding it. Cry Baby Cry, make your mama sad. You know you should have known better than to Cry Baby Cry. Good, great song, actually. And then, I don't know why Paul does that Can You Take Me Back Where I Come From, Can You Take Me Back at the end of it. It doesn't really make sense. It's kind of like at the end of Hello Goodbye from Magical Mystery Tour, where that Hell I Pay Forever thing. I don't think those are really connected to the songs, but they're on there and they're fine, I guess, so it's not really hurting anyone. But it's kind of it's a really good song, though. Now we're going to talk about the next song. Now, before I talk about this next song, I want to let everyone know the Beatles are my favorite band of all time. Bar none. I believe they have never had a worse song than the next song. Not even a song. Not a goddamn song. What it is a bunch of noises, demented bullcrap that is just on a CD. And the only words are, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. And then all these people were talking like, oh my god, if you play it backwards, it says, turn me on, dead man. And then Yoko Ono's voice is on there too. Why is Yoko on a Beatles album? Who knows? It's not like Linda was on a Yoko album. Linda would make a Yoko album way better. But it's not like Paul was like, let's put Linda on the album, you know. But he didn't. And Yoko is on the song. It completely rips the Beatles' whole thing apart, I think, because it doesn't make sense. And then people are saying like, oh, if you play Yoko's part backwards, it says, look at me, Satan. Well, why? I don't think the Beatles are Satanists. How could, that doesn't make sense. This whole song, and I know it pissed Paul right off that John wanted to put this on there. He said it was like undermining the group, which I agree with. Go Paul. The song shouldn't have been on there. It's just a bunch of noises. You're like fire, and like a car crash, and like a bunch of other crazy crap, and a bunch of gibberish, but stupid, and shouldn't be on here. That's my, it brings the whole album down for me, because every time I hear that song, I just want to start throwing stuff around my house. Just start throwing up all over. It's just stupid. That's my first ever rant. I'm going to have to practice that because that's fun. Okay, but yeah, that was that stupid crap Revolution 9. Shouldn't even be called Revolution because it has nothing to do with the other two great revolutions. It's just stupid. So then we have Ringo closing off the album with Good Night, which, it's good, pretty simple, straightforward, good night. Now it's time to say good night, sleep tight. Good song. Disc 2, I think, is brought down a lot by that trash song. Stupid Revolution Butthole number 9 should be called Crap in My Stereo. But yeah, okay. So I'm closing it off here. I give Disc 2 a solid 4 out of 5. I would have given it... The rest of the disc is awesome, except Revolution number 9, which does bring it down 0.75 points for me. Disc 1's a lot better. This album in total, I give it a 4.6. So I hope you enjoyed my Beatles White Album review, Part 1 and Part 2. Now it's time to say goodnight. Good night. Sleep tight. Goodbye, everybody.